Hello folks, it's Jake here from Canadian Cutting Edge, and these days I'm thinking about camping. One of the things you need at your campsite is a nice food prep knife. This knife is a full flat grind of a 440A stainless steel, nice large handle that's easy to hold and comfortable with the wood, liner lock that's stable, locks up really well. Good large blade. This thing's made by Herbertz. You may have seen that's their logo right there, Herbertz. It's a German company. This is what their boxes look like. Come on down to the tabletop and let's take a good look at this knife. Okay, so here's that knife. All of the 10¼ inches of it. You've got a 4¼ inch blade. All the steel is 4¾ inches. From the bolster to the end of the handle is 5½ inches. The handle is a good 3/4 inch thick. And the spine here is, like 2.5 millimeter. It's not even 1/8 inch thick. Let's put that on the one and take a look. It's just under 1/8 inch thick by about a 32nd or so. So this full flat grind makes this knife a very nice tool for going through vegetables, through tomatoes. Just the way they've made the edge of this knife here, you can cinch up nice and close to it like this, and then you can do some nice slicing. You can put your hand back here and you've got a good chopper. It's a good food prep knife that you can close up when you're not using, and so that keeps the edge safe while you're traveling. So you put this in your kit and you're driving out to the campground. As you're jostling down the road or whatever, nothing's happening to this nice blade. Whereas some other knives, by the time you get to your campsite, you might have dinged up the edge already. So let's look at the name of this first. It only has a number. It's got the company name up here. It's C. Jewel Herbertz. Rostfrei, I'm not sure if my German's right, 440, 314814. If you look up the Herbertz 314814, you will find this knife. It's roughly 20 euros, 18 euros. I've seen it at 18 euros at several places. That's about 20 US, about $26 Canadian. The best place for us to buy it, I think, would be eBay, which is where I got it. And I got free shipping on it. And I paid, I think, $24 Canadian for this knife. It's a heavy knife. It's 164 grams, which is what, 8 ounces? I'll put the weight in the description below. It's close to 8 ounces anyways. It's got a nice tube through there for the lanyard. If you put a lanyard on it, my hand too close to block the light off. If you put a lanyard on it, you can see that brass tube right there. And it's got open pillar construction, easy to clean. I should say, there you see the open pillar construction, easy to clean. The liner lock plus an extra steel liner scale there. I guess you call it a scale with the wooden scales on top. So 2 steel liners and the wood, 1 steel liner on this side and the wood. You've got 2 brass washers in there. So it's got really nice smooth action. You can just see the hole that the detent sits in right there. So when it's closed with this liner lock, the liner lock is just at the thickness of the liner is just being taken up. So that's right around 50% because the blade's about twice as thick as the lock. So when it's closed, It's it doesn't sit quite straight. It's a little bit off to my left right here. It doesn't rub anywhere. And as a tool, food preparation tool, I really don't care that it's a little bit off. The type of wood is kind of interesting. It's Tagayasan wood. Tagayasan. I've never heard of it before, and I was a woodworker for a lot of my working lifetime. But it's got a nice color to it. I don't know if they've put a stain on this or not. If that's the natural color, it's a little bit darker than a cherry, but similar types of tones. They did, good finish work on this. There's nothing, sharp, nothing sticking out, nothing rubbing. It's nice and comfortable. So yeah, for your food prep, think about this Herbertz 31, 48, 14. A really nice food prep tool. I don't have any tomatoes on me. I thought I would have tomatoes at home to show you the slicing test. This full flat grind just sort of slides through tomatoes. The 440A, it makes it really easy to sharpen. It takes an edge and you can get a hair popping edge on it. And then you just have to touch it up frequently because it does wear rather quickly. So there you have it from Herbertz. If you haven't heard of that company before, take a look at them. They make all types of knives, not just this kitchen kind of stuff. They make, they make tactical folders. They make all kinds of folders and other knives. They are an old German company indeed. So there you have it, the Herbertz. Remember, guys, always cut towards your chum or your broccoli or your whatever, but not your thumb. Bye now.